Did you know that sleeping late could quietly be stealing years from your life? Yes, you heard that right. That habit of scrolling through your phone at midnight, binge-watching just one more episode, or working late into the night, just making you groggy in the morning. Research shows it's linked to serious health problems, and even a higher risk of early death. According to a large-scale study published in Chronobiology International, night owls, people who regularly go to bed and wake up late, have a 10% higher risk of dying earlier compared to early sleepers. Think about that. In a group of 100 people, 10 extra lives could be cut short simply because of bedtime habits. And the reasons aren't rare diseases or freak accidents. They read the everyday killers like heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, and mental health decline. When you sleep late, you disrupt your circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock that governs everything from hormone release to digestion, temperature regulation, and brain function. This clock evolved to align with the natural light and dark cycles of the day. When you regularly go to bed late, you're forcing your body into a permanent state of social jet lag, where your internal time is out of sync with the world around you. Unlike actual jet lag, there's no recovery period, because the disruption happens every night. Over time, this constant misalignment increases stress on your heart, messes with your metabolism, and weakens your immune system. In other words, you may feel fine now, but your body is silently taking damage night after night. The mental toll is equally concerning. A joint study by the University of Surrey and Northwestern University found that late sleepers are more likely to suffer from psychological stress, depression, and substance abuse problems. The reason? Your brain relies on the early hours of the night for deep restorative sleep, the stage when it processes emotions, repairs neural connections, and consolidates memories. Missing out on this window is like skipping regular oil changes for your car. It may keep running, but internal wear and tear builds up until a major failure happens. And when that failure involves your brain or heart, the consequences can be devastating. Late-night sleeping also impairs cognitive function, memory, focus, decision-making, and reaction time all take a hit. This is why night owls are statistically more likely to get into accidents. Whether it's stumbling over something at home, making poor decisions under stress, or getting into a car crash due to slower reflexes, sleep deprivation doesn't just make you tired, it can make you dangerous. The ripple effects extend to your daily habits. People who sleep late often snack more at night, choose high-calorie, low-nutrient foods, and skip breakfast the next morning. These habits raise blood sugar, promote weight gain, and lead to insulin resistance, a major risk factor for type 2 diabetes. The University of Helsinki conducted a study on over 2,000 people and found that those with chronic late-night sleep patterns had higher blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, and increased inflammation levels. All red flags for heart disease and stroke. Inflammation, in particular, plays a role in nearly every chronic illness. From arthritis to Alzheimer's. Some argue, but I'm just a night owl by nature. While it's true that genetics can influence whether you feel more alert in the morning or evening, studies show that even those with a natural preference for staying up late still face the same health risks if they consistently miss the body's optimal sleep window. The human body was designed to be active in daylight and rest during darkness. Fighting this design may feel productive in the short term, but it comes at the cost of long-term health. The good news, it's never too late to reset your sleep clock. Experts recommend gradually shifting your bedtime earlier by 15 to 20 minutes. Every few nights instead of making a sudden change. This gives your body time to adjust. Avoid caffeine after late afternoon, as it can linger in your system for hours. Dim your lights in the evening to signal to your body that it is time to wind down. And avoid blue light exposure from phones, tablets, and TVs an hour before bed. Blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, delaying the release of melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy. Establish a relaxing bedtime routine. This could include reading a physical book, taking a warm shower, practicing light stretching, or listening to calm music. The goal is to create a consistent set of activities that tell your brain, it's time to sleep. Pair this with waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, to help reinforce your circadian rhythm. Getting morning sunlight exposure is another powerful tool. Light is the strongest signal to your body's internal clock, telling it when to be alert and when to rest. It's also important to understand that sleep timing matters just as much as sleep duration. Even if you manage to get 8 hours, sleeping from 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. does not provide the same benefits as sleeping from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Certain stages of deep sleep and hormone regulation occur earlier in the night, and missing them can leave you feeling unrefreshed despite the number of hours slept. This is why quality and timing of sleep should be your priority, not just the quantity. Your future self will thank you for making the change. By aligning your sleep with your body's natural rhythms, you're protecting your heart, strengthening your brain, boosting your immune system, and potentially adding years to your life. Remember, Health isn't just about diet and exercise. Sleep is the third pillar, and it's just as critical. In fact, research shows that poor sleep can cancel out the benefits of healthy eating and regular workouts. So the next time you feel tempted to start another episode, answer one more email, or scroll through social media at 1 a.m., remember this: you're not just borrowing time from tomorrow's energy. You might be borrowing it from your lifespan. Your bedtime is a vital health choice, and the earlier you treat it with respect, the more likely you are to enjoy a longer, healthier, and happier life. Prioritize your sleep schedule as you would any other important health habit, because when it comes to longevity and well-being, going to bed on time isn't just a suggestion, it could literally save your life.